Ever feel like there is just not enough time to work your 9 to 5, build your creative side hustle, take care of yourself and your family, and still have a life? If you're constantly stressed, struggling to stay consistent, and fearing that you're falling behind on your goals, you are not alone. Today, I am walking you through my real weekly planning system that helps me balance work, creative side projects, and life without burning out. Hello there, my name is Laura, and I help ambitious women with a full-time job and a creative side project manage your time effectively and build side hustles with clarity, consistency, and still have time to rest, grow, and enjoy their lives. So if you're trying to start a creative side hustle while managing a full-time job, this video is for you. And I will show you how I plan my week to stay consistent without sacrificing my mental health. So please subscribe, like this video for more weekly tips. Now let's dive in. Now the very first thing is planning every single week. I kick things off every Sunday with a 30-minute planning session. So no pressure, just quiet reflection and intentional scheduling. So start by reviewing the past week, right? See what's working, what needs to be improved upon, and make adjustments to my already recurring schedule if needed. And then I block out time for my side project, rest, errands, and commitments, right? Depending on what I need to do the coming week. Then I add tasks to my calendar, whether it's for personal or for my side project. This ensures that I do not forget and equally ensures that I know exactly what I need to do during each time block. And I'm not just trying to figure it out at the time. Now, if you want to learn how to time block effectively to improve your productivity, make sure you watch to the end. The next thing that helps me stay consistent is I do not do any side hustle work during my 9 to 5 hours. So during my 9 to 5, I stay focused on work. I do not work on my creative side project during work, right? And that's a boundary that I set so I do not burn out. So I maintain integrity, and no one can ever say I use work hours to work on my own side projects, because that would simply be a lie. And what I do is during any breaks at work, any lags that I have at work where maybe I do not have meetings and I do not really have anything that I need to do at the moment, I use that time to actually focus on courses or on any professional upskilling. And these are courses like maybe how to use AI to help me be more productive at work, or LinkedIn courses that are going to help me upskill professionally. So honor your boundaries, right? Apart from the fact that it might create friction at work, working on your side projects during working hours is simply going to exhaust you. And we are trying to avoid that. And if you are a working woman and you have ambitious creative dreams, but feel stuck in stress, inconsistency, or burnout, I am offering free strategy calls to help you build a weekly routine that fits your real life goals and energy. So go to the link in the comment section or the description box below and book a free call with me. Let's create a plan that finally works for you. The next thing is I am very intentional with my blocks, right? I block out 2 hours every evening, Mondays to Thursdays, for creative side project low energy tasks, which includes YouTube editing, scheduling, repurposing my content, admin work. Now, these tasks do not require a lot of thinking, and I make sure that I focus on one task per day, which I refer to as my daily highlight, and I got this from the book Make Time. So Mondays to Wednesdays block. That's when I used to do, like I said, editing, scheduling, repurposing content, graphics, and all of that, right? Depending on where I am in my workflow. Thursdays, I use that to schedule my YouTube content and equally repurpose that content and also create an email for my email list. Now, keeping it consistent helps create momentum, right? And helps me stay organized and not burn out. So what you want to do is create a weekly content rhythm, right? It helps you build confidence and helps you stay consistent and organized. Now, the next is deep work Saturdays. So Saturdays are for deep creative work, right? That is where I do my focused, most creative, most intensive work. And that's usually scripting, research, brainstorming, strategy planning, and stuff like that. So this is my quiet, uninterrupted space where I focus. And I do not do all of this at the same time. Again, I do have my daily highlight, which I focus on. Then I do have like secondary tasks where if I do not complete those, it's not the end of the day, right? And this all depends on where I am in my process. So again, my one thing is based on my priority at the moment. I plan ahead to ensure that I can leverage holidays for batch filming, right? So I do not always have every single Saturday for deep work. Most of the time I do, but there are some times that I need to use my Saturdays for other priorities in my life. But batch filming and planning ahead and using holidays and long weekends really helps me stay consistent. Like, that's my saving grace for staying consistent, because for the most part I always have like 2 months worth of videos in my backlog where I can always post to stay consistent, even if I miss maybe a month of filming. So it is said that for most people, we are more creative in the mornings. So that means for you, you need to protect at least one morning for creative work, for deep work, because that is where the breakthroughs happen. And lastly, Fridays and Sundays are my non-negotiable rest days. So my Fridays after work and Sundays are strictly for rest. And that's TV, reading, self-care, or just lazing around, being still and not doing absolutely anything. Now, this has been a game changer for my energy, for my creativity, and for my well-being as a whole. It is very important for you to have rest days. It is very important for you to rest, right? Because no rest equals burnout. Plain and simple. And your creativity simply needs recovery time, right? You can't just be at a state where you go. You need to recover. You need to refresh your brain, right? You need to stay still. You need to just rest and calm and then start all over again. So go ahead and schedule your rest days. Have rest days, have rest periods, at times when you need long periods of rest. That is perfectly okay. You need that as part of your system, right? And you need to defend those like deadlines. So you don't need to choose between your job, your goals, and your peace. With the right weekly systems, you can build your side project consistently and feel good doing it. Go to the description box below, click the link to book a free strategy call with me. And if you want to start doing this today and learn more about how to time block effectively, not just based on time, but energy, make sure that you watch this video next, because I go into the step-by-step detail. And if you like this video, please like, share with someone, subscribe to this channel for weekly videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.